few weeks since I started working at the restaurant and my training period is finally over. Getting into the swing of things was tricky, especially on busier days, but thanks to Emiko's expert tutelage, have gotten the hang of it. She's like a completely different person when she's serving customer. Her voice is loud and clear. She rarely stutters or get nervous. Really? I don't believe that. This is the only one place where her confidence really seems to shine. Recently though, I've noticed that her behavior around me is going in the exact opposite direction. Interesting. Why? She is as quiet as a mouse and almost never looks in my direction if she can help it. I can't say for sure what's the reason for it, but I suspect that Mr. Yamamoto is involved. Interesting. My shift comes to an end for the night, so I step into the back room to get my stuff. As I do, I spot Emiko sitting slumped in a chair in the corner. She doesn't look so good. Why is it always like this? Concerned, I slowly approach and crouch down in front of her chair. Are you okay, Emiko? Emiko lifts her head, revealing a pale, sweat-covered face. Yeah, I am. Just taking a break. She looked around the room, clearly worried about something. I see, maybe there's like a CCTV or something. A break? Your shift's over in like an hour ago. That's a little late for you for a break, don't you think? I move a little closer and set my hand against Emiko's forehead to check her temperature. Immediately, she starts fidgeting uncomfortably in her seat. She's definitely running hot. I take my hands off her forehead and step back. You're in no position to keep working, Emiko. Let me take you home. No buts. I don't want you passing out again. Okay, but can you wait for me outside at least? I'll go get my things and meet you out there. Alright. What a strange request. Refuse to leave her alone. I just want to see like what kind of things I would be expecting. I'd rather not leave you alone while you're in this condition. I'll walk you out. Emiko opens her mouth to object but quickly relents. We go to the back room to get our stuff and make our way towards the exit, though she's carefully scanning our surroundings the whole way. I see. Interesting. It's not until we get outside that Emiko finally relaxes. You are still looking pretty weak. Let me carry you. Carry? Oh man, I'm being really extra right now. Emiko starts to blush. Won't that look strange? So, it's more important to me that you are okay. I reply, cause a tiny, bashful smile to form on her lips, followed by a quick nod. Hop on. I turn away from her and kneel down. Emiko hesitates briefly, then climbs onto my back. I'm able to lift her with ease. It's almost as if she is made of paper with how light she feels. This way, right? Yes. Interesting. Please don't let Asami appear right now. With Emiko in tow, I sat down the street. She is quick to settle in and start to lean more heavily against me. I can't help but notice a certain pleasant softness pressing into my back after she adjusts herself. I'm not trying to think about it, but she makes it a little difficult with her constant fidgeting. I swear she's trying to tease me. Or maybe I'm just spending too much time around Asami. We have been walking in silence for a short while when I heard Emiko yawn in my ears. Is she starting to fall asleep? At least let me get you home first. Hoping to keep her awake, I try to engage in some conversation. So Emiko, yes, I know I have asked you before, but why do you always push yourself so hard at work? It's clearly not good for you. Well, I don't like to tell people about this, but my mother is extremely sick. She spends most of her time in the hospital. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. She lets out a soft sigh. It's been like this for a while now, so my family has kind of gotten used to it, but we can't afford the surgery to help her. So all we can do is try to starve it off for as long as we can. So I think that she's trying to save money not eating just to help her mother, is it? But even those bills are practically bankrupting us. So those are the bills that you are trying to help out with, huh? Emiko nods. Even then, we are just barely staying afloat. So I try to get as many hours as I can just to keep us going. I'm sorry. No one should have to deal with pressures like that, especially while they are still in high school. It's okay, I want to do it. I can't think of anything more to say and decide instead to let the silence take over our trip once again. So Emiko's mom is sick. I guess she and Asami have more in common than they realize. I see, yup, I was going to mention about Asami just now. Our walk remains quiet until we reached Emiko's house. I gently sat her down right outside the door and turned to her face. Here we are. Make sure to leave me a good review. What are you talking about? Leave me a good review? Alright. Emiko giggles weakly. Thank you, Mike. No problem. Do you want help getting up to your room? No, that's okay. Honestly, I'll be a little embarrassed to have a boy in my room like that, even if it's you. Although, alright, just don't pass out in the hallway or something. Emiko offers a slight grin. I won't. She looks towards the door, then back to me, seemingly thinking about something. Mike, yeah? I need to be honest with you about something. Mr. Yamamoto, he threatened to fire me the other night. He what? Emiko nods slowly. I wanted to tell you earlier, but there were so many cameras around. That explains why you were being so weird tonight. Emiko deflates. So you notice. Yeah, well, yeah. It was hard not to when you practically scurried out the door whenever I entered the room. I chuckle. I'm sorry, Mike. I didn't want to. I shake my head and plant a hand onto Emiko's shoulder. Don't sweat it. It's not your fault. It's Mr. Yamamoto's fault, okay? Hope for the best. I ain't gonna promise you anything for 27 gems. Honestly, I'm not sure about this, what to do about all of this, but I will sure it'll all work alright. By the look of on her face, Emiko doesn't seem to share in my optimism. Maybe. I'm going to go inside and get some rest. Thank you for helping me home, Mike. Of course, Emiko. Rest well. I'll see you soon. She offers me one more brief smile before going inside. What a mess. Most of my walk home is spent thinking about the precarious situation I have inadvertently stuck Emiko in and mulling over ways to get her out of it. As my mind starts to wander though, I'm reminded of how I carried her home. More specifically, the feeling of her chest against my back.